Hello students, this is Professor Nilesh Vedant. Today we shall be discussing the various aspects of chemical and physical equilibrium. To start with, the types of chemical reactions. These could be in terms of number of phases. First of all, we can think of something termed as those reactions in which all the reactants are in the same phase. These would be called as homogeneous reactions. Notice one thing, that here heat is also liberated. So, this could be also called as an exothermic reaction. Other than that, if you see the next reaction, the reactant is calcium carbonate, product CaO and CO2. You can see that the reactants and products are not in the same phase. We have two solid phases and one gaseous phase. Such a reaction will be called as a heterogeneous reaction. Notice one more thing. Heat is absorbed here. So, this also could be called as an endothermic reaction. In terms of directions, reactions could be of two categories. Those which are in the same direction or unidirectional, these are irreversible reactions. In this case, products do not give back the reactants. But if at all the products are capable of giving back the reactants, these are called as reversible reactions. As you can see, reactions are of two categories: unidirectional, irreversible; bidirectional, reversible. Let's understand the term called as equilibrium. Let's take the case of a container containing some liquid. Liquids on the surface has the tendency to escape. The molecules will escape. This is termed as evaporation or vaporization. Initially, the rate of vaporization is quite high. As time proceeds further, molecules start having a tendency to condense also. A situation comes when the rate of evaporation becomes equal to the rate of condensation. This is a stage of physical equilibrium. It's called physical because there is no new substance formed. Let's look at the graph here. The rate of evaporation is constant. As time proceeds further, condensation starts. Its rate goes on increasing. A situation comes up where the rate of evaporation becomes equal to that of condensation. This is a stage of physical equilibrium. Again, I would like to reiterate the same point. It's called as physical because no new substance is formed. The liquid remains the same. Water remains water. If it is ether, it remains ether. If it's alcohol, it remains alcohol. Hence the name physical equilibrium. Here, the chart shows several conditions and several examples of physical equilibrium. You can study them at leisure. I have given the example of the term called as freezing point, the term called boiling point. In both the cases, we notice one simple fact. When we talk about freezing point, we talk about solid-liquid equilibrium. In terms of boiling point, we talk about liquid-vapor equilibrium. So, freezing point and boiling point both are constant temperatures when two phases are at equilibrium at 1 atmosphere. I have read a word called dynamica. Why do I say it is dynamic? This is because two processes, opposite processes, keep on occurring at a constant rate, but the observer feels that nothing happens. The observer feels that no process occurs. It is as if everything has come to a standstill. Let's understand a term called as chemical equilibrium. Look at this reversible reaction. Initially, as it has been said, there's a huge amount of A and B present, absolutely no amount of C present, or no amount of product present, you can say that. Hence, initially the rate of forward reaction RF is highest, it is maximum. Again, rate of backward reaction will be 0 because there is nothing to react. C is absolutely absent. After some time, and as time proceeds further, it so happens that reactants get consumed. Amount of A and B decreases. Thus, the rate of that reaction, the forward reaction, decreases. Concentration of C goes on increasing. So, the rate of backward reaction increases. Obviously, a situation comes when the rate of forward reaction and the backward reaction become equal. This is a stage of chemical equilibrium. That's the definition of chemical equilibrium. It's that state of a chemical reaction when the rate of forward, backward reaction become equal. And after that stage, the concentrations of product and reactant do not change with time. And these concentrations are called as equilibrium concentrations. Here, we will try to understand the process of equilibrium graphically. Suppose we plot a graph of reaction rate versus time. We observe that initially, the rate of the forward reaction is the highest, that's shown by the orange line. Rate of backward reaction is 0. As time has proceeded further, you can see that the rate of backward and forward reaction change, rate of forward reaction decreases, that of backward reaction increases, and then a stage comes when the both become equal and chemical equilibrium has been achieved. Let's look at how concentration changes with time. Initially, concentration of reactant is maximum. That of reactant is maximum, I said. That of product is least. As time proceeds further, concentration of reactant goes on decreasing, that of product goes on increasing. After some time, they both become almost constant, and this is the stage of chemical equilibrium. Let's take an example. Think of hydrogen and iodine reactant give hydrogen iodide. The graph shows formation of Hi from H2 and I2. Also, we can think of H2 and I2 getting formed from Hi. It means that it's a reversible reaction. This stage is a stage, as you see, the graph has been flattened. The concentration remains almost constant. This is the stage of chemical equilibrium. As you can see, equilibrium can be achieved from any side. H2 and I2 can combine to form Hi and equilibrium can be attained. It can also happen that Hi can decompose and form H2 and I2. I said equilibrium can be attained from any side, from either side. Here, we would like to just make a small list of types of equilibrium. In a homogeneous equilibrium, all the reactants and products are in the same phase, as described earlier. In a heterogeneous reaction, there will be more than one phases. As you can see, in the first reaction, all the reactants and products are miscible. They are in the same gaseous phase. In the second case, reactants and products are not in the same phase. It is similar to the reaction of decomposition of calcium carbonate. With this, we end our discussion. I hope you have liked this particular video, and please don't forget to subscribe it and recommend it to your friends. Thank you for now.